Who am I? Who am I? I am your honorable sensei. Across from me,
the most vicious scumbag.
And together, we are
Longturnlarry Podcast.
Today, we're going to talk about why you pick your commando.
Nope.
Wait, we not?
Nope.
Oh.
You guys have a good one.
Just end the pod?
Bye, have a great time.
Okay. I'm going to end it right here. Yeah, but for real, we're talking about why you pick your commander. Is it for feels? Maybe it make you feel good? Maybe it just fits the type of deck you're trying to build? Maybe. You want to get into it?
Oh, always. We got it broken down into some good typings here, or I guess you could call it like a pre-filled, pre-con.
We got 5 of them.
Yep, got 5 of them here to help you guys out. These are either to help you decide how to pick your commander, or you might laugh at the fact that you are one of these. Yeah, guaranteed.
I think everybody should at least have a deck that fits in one of these categories.
Yes.
And sometimes a commander fits more than one of these.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one, when you're first sort of building decks, it's a vibe. You know what I mean?
Son, where'd you find this?
It's a vibe.
It'd definitely be a vibe.
You just look at the card, you know you want to build around it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I find a lot of these are the Universes Beyond commanders. So for me, I have Imhotep the Stormlord.
Imhotep.
He's a Necron. Like, why wouldn't it's Necrons. It's 40K.
Mm-hmm.
We getting in there.
That's right. Necrons be like, I love them. I agree. The whole you like it, you built it. It's a vibe. It's definitely, I feel like, the easiest way to make a commander or to find one. I went with Krinko in this example, and just I saw a goblin that I love, and I was like, I'm gonna build him. I'm gonna build a Krinko deck, and I feel like it's still my favorite. It's still one of my favorite decks.
Yeah, usually these are like your pet. This is like my pet card. This is my pet deck. And it doesn't sometimes either they're this is the most powerful one that you have.
Yeah.
Or you don't care if it is. You have such a fun time playing the deck. Some people might say that it's
perfect.
That's right. You want to get in there and just with your favorite boy. It has nothing to do with anything else. It could be jank. It could be straight jank. And you're looking at it like trying to figure out like
What the dog doing?
these decks. I like how you brought up Universes Beyond. The Universes Beyond, Secret Lairs, Alt Arts. I feel like these are great starting places because you can find sneaky upcoming things, are coming out. Like for example, the Fallout set. Like if you're a Fallout fan, that alone might make you just want to get those commanders, because you love Fallout.
Yeah, I saw the Wise Mothman, and when they previewed it last year, and I was just like, I'm gonna build that. I think be mine. I think it's been probably a couple of months, and they just spoiled the deck list for these. And now I already know what I want to do. Before I even bought the deck, I already know what I want to do.
You can see it.
These are, it just hits you right in the feels. You're Timmy player.
Mm-hmm. You about to.
I don't give a fuck.
When nobody's. Well, I can't. We should. Nobody's shit. I'm gonna bleep it.
Don't bleep it.
I'm still stuck, and this is not on our topic, but just in regards to the Fallout set, I'm still undecided. I still haven't figured out which one I want. The dog meat looks so good, but Kaiser. Ugh.
How do you say Caesar in the Mojave Desert?
Mardu salad, okay? The Caesar boy. No, I like the idea of you being able to find a car that you love and you go burr. You just make it. There's nothing else behind it or to it. You just easily go into it. Do not put thought process. This is as simple as I love that card.
And it's just
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
all right. So let's get to the next theme. So these commanders feel like a type requirement or a color.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the perfect example of this was Tovlar. If you didn't know, werewolves didn't have a good commander.
Yeah, they did not.
There was a legendary creature that you could run, but it didn't really help you do werewolf things, right?
Nope.
Another one was Urtet.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have a mirror commander before. Like, you could run any type of 5 color, but I'm not gonna do that. They finally came out with a mirror commander, and
Perfect.
Had you over there like, I love mirrors. So this was it fits the type color theme.
right.
So you were thinking you need 5 color.
Yeah, because I need all the mirrors.
Yep. You needed all of them. And then, so it also met the theme because it's an artifact deck.
Right.
And it's 5 color and the mirrors to typing. It's perfect. It fits everything. If you haven't played it, he is a absolute monster.
He's a monster.
Mm-hmm, he is. And you can build him many different ways. It doesn't have to be just straight bonk combat.
Mine is very much.
He
You
needs
get
some
beat up.
milk. Exactly. In my example of it fits a type, color, or theme, I went with Corvald. Mainly just because I had already thought of the deck concept, and I hadn't gotten to that point yet to where I needed a specific commander. I knew the color I wanted, but it didn't really matter to me what the commander did. And so I ended up picking Corvald, the Fey Cursed King. And most people, when you hear him, it's CDH, it's combo heaven, treasure tokens, nonsense. And I wanted to just make it goblins. Like just basic boy goblins.
Don't let this man lie to you. We know it's.
He's waiting for me. He's waiting for me to come in just. And then no, please. I can say, that it's not like ridiculous, but it's so much fun because I just put big dragons in place, like Old Gnawbone, Beladros, and Corvald, and then the rest of the deck is a Jund goblin deck. And I think it's more fun to me than playing, CDH Corvald. I love it. I think it's great.
Don't lie to me.
Do not lie to me.
But so the type that you were looking for was looking for a commander in the Jund colors.
Yes, exactly. I needed something that made sense, but wasn't hyper fixated on goblins. Like it didn't need to be a goblin commander. You brought it up to me the other day. Shattergang Brothers is a technical Jund goblin commander, but it didn't fit. It wasn't what I was after.
Ain't feel right?
No, did not feel right. Next, we have the broken type or odd construction. This one, I have to admit, is is very fun. So this is the classic, you built a deck to do something that is not normal for the color in it. I think you had given the example of, what was it, blue, white, burn?
Yeah, so with Hama Pashar, Ruin Seeker, essentially, like, it looks like, oh, you're trying to do dungeon stuff, but what you could do is build a blink deck and only go down the, I can't remember the particular dungeon, but it's a dungeon that...
Isn't it Annihilation?
Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, Tomb of Annihilation.
You go down Tomb of Annihilation, and typically this is bad, but what you do is, like, you're blinking your dungeon creatures, and the first one is lose 2 life. The next one is lose 1 life, but it happens twice.
Daddy, chill.
The next one is lose 2 life or do something, sacrifice a creature or something like that. But it's lose 4 life. So if you keep on blinking these creatures, you end up having like a blue, white, blink, burn.
Prepared to die.
Yeah, that's what... I didn't want to do regular blue-white shenanigans. I want you to feel the pain.
Yeah, and what a color to do it in. Like, if you sit down at a table, you're like, oh, what's your commander? You look over, you see, what is it, Azurus or Azurus is blue-white.
Yeah, Azorius.
Azorius. You look over like, an Azorius deck. You're thinking like instant gut response. It might be spirits, probably blinky.
It might be control.
You might be control, stacks. They're like, yeah, it's a burn deck.
The other one that I had in mind, I haven't built this yet, but I do want to build it. It's Magetta the Lion.
Magetta the Lion.
So let me read this card because most people don't know what it is.
Unpopular.
It's 3 colorless, white for a 3/3 Spell Shaper Legend. This card's old.
What?
Yeah, I had to read it.
Bad man.
Real bad man. So for 2 colorless, white, discard 2 cards from your hand, destroy all creatures except for Magetta the Lion. Those creatures can't be regenerated. So you're looking at me like, what's the catch? What you just blown up creatures? It's something white does all the time. Check out that discard 2 cards to activate this ability. You know what we're gonna do? Reanimate.
Oh no.
People don't know, but white actually has the second amount of reanimation spells.
Yeah. Counterpoint though, it does normally care if they're 3 or less. That's like a big deal for it. Like it has to either be CMC or power 3 or less normally.
All the old ones are like 4 and 5 mana, and they're just like
target
reanimate creature from graveyard.
Yeah.
So essentially, what you're doing is like you blow up the board, discard 2 fatties, and then next turn you just reanimate the
Real bad man.
You look across the table and say,
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Yeah, he gotta die.
Yeah, he about to go down. I went for, in this example of odd construction, not necessarily broken typing, but odd construction. So the first one I had was Fennex, God of Destruction. Dimir 4/7. When you hear Dimir, milling, discarding, again, control, weird combat tricks, has a lot of unblockable and deck manipulation.
And some weird tribes. You got your ninjas, you got your zombies.
Yeah, you do.
You got
blue.
rogues, you got assassins, you got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and Gorgons. You got there's some Naga. There's some odd tribes, right? And so I built a Toughness Matters mill deck, and it's not a technical straightforward mill deck. It's a defender, purely defender. I don't feel like mine is as off the wall as your blue-white bird.
It's booty.
Yeah, it's booty matters, and it's got some, if you guys don't know, there's some really cool interactions with Fennex and like Eater of Dread. Like there's some really cool cards there. And then my other one I went with was Rafik of the Many. I did not realize how popular of a commander he was. You showed me this. I mean, just a simple fact that like this guy is like top pick Voltron, right? Instead of me playing him, his actual only job is to make sure everything gets double strike, and it's an infect deck. It's a Bant infect deck. That's right. You're about to get one shot in the mountains, okay? I'm about to give him the hood equivalent. Okay.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right where I should have left it. That's where I found it.
Leave those sick boys at home. They can miss school today.
Yeah, don't come to school tomorrow. That's what Rafik tried to tell everybody when he was sick. Okay, he about to get you. But it felt jank, but it runs like the infect is kill people.
It's sort of funny. It's sort of like a later game strategy because all of a sudden you just get murdered by an infect creature.
Yep, it's normally a one shot and it's out of nowhere.
And then he's holding up protection and counter spells and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna send this 2/2 infect creature.
Response.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
And then they die. That's pretty much that is 100% what it goes through. So I suggest with these looking for an archetype that you aren't supposed to. You gave another really good one, which was mono green mill. Like go hunt for, like, if you want to make a mill deck, don't touch blue. Try it. See if you can do it. Or like if you're going to build a burn deck, no red. See if you can do it. I feel like they make you have to search by keywords and look for unique pairings. You'll learn some cards.
They're really fun to play because no one ever sees it coming.
No one sees it coming. I did not expect your mono black deck to be group hug. I didn't.
We all gonna lose some life and we all gonna draw some cards.
Hey, it's a lose-win.
Hey man, draw half your deck. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh. It's all right. You'll get used to it.
So our next set of commanders, these are the utility-based commanders.
Mm-hmm.
These are usually really strong.
Yeah. These ones are 100%. You already had a deck in mind.
So the one that I chose was Sisay Weatherlight Captain. I love her.
Me too.
So if you don't know what Sisay does, 2 colors and a white for a 2/2 legendary creature, human soldier.
And then
Sisay gets +1/+1 for each color among legendary permanents you control. And then for Wooburg, search your library for a legendary permanent with converted mana cost less than Sisay's power. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library.
Perfect.
So what am I doing with this? Shrines.
Yeah, it was an odd combo, but it worked.
So for me, I think I've mentioned this before. I think enchantment decks are sort of boring.
Nope.
They're awesome.
They're boring.
They are boring.
You play some enchantresses, you draw a whole bunch of cards, you play another enchantment, you draw a whole bunch of cards, yada 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 yada. So I wanted to play an enchantment deck, but I wanted it to be sort of like a control deck. Mm-hmm. And I could have played the regular commander for it.
Yeah, the Wooburg literal shrine commander.
He's in the deck, but nah. I wanted to put these shrines down at the beginning of your end step and then make you feel the pain. So she's a utility. The only reason why Sisei's here is for the utility of, tutoring shrines out. The other one, I have two more. I used to have a white-blue blink deck for the Spirits. Shout out to the Spirits.
Spurts.
And my homie Gimpmaster C.
Oh.
Shout out. Yeah, I was about to hit it. You hold on, let me. He had what's the name of the horse?
Oh, Blinky Horse. We'll put him on screen.
Yeah, he'll be on the screen somewhere. And he likes to blink ramp creatures. And that just
it goes super hard.
Oh, it made me feel a type of way. I needed it green in my blink deck.
Yep.
So I took apart my regular blink deck and I was just like, I need something in band.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't. You can pick Rune. Rune is boring.
Yeah. There are very straightforward commanders that I feel like are not fulfilling.
So I thought it was funny. I was looking at this weird. It was just it's a uncommon. Lagrella the Magpie, green, white, blue.
I love that we're a bird.
For a legendary human soldier, it's a 2/3. When Lagrella the Magpie, I call her the cream pie, enters the battlefield, exile any number of other target creatures controlled by different players. That's why she's the cream the cream pie, Bukaki Queen.
Daddy, chill.
She ain't got no chill. And then they're exiled until Lagrella leaves the battlefield. When an exile card enters the battlefield under your control this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
Yep.
So Lagrella is just here to helm the deck. And if I need removal for 3 different players, it can just happen. Everybody plays their commander. I'm already doing my blink shenanigans. Play Lagrella. Hey, put your commanders back in your command zone.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
She's really just there to helm the deck and be used for utility.
I love these commanders because I feel like the deck runs well without it. Like it doesn't need it. It's almost like an afterthought. Like you can just play the deck.
Like Canadian Highlander doesn't have commanders, just like the deck. Essentially, you're playing Canadian Highlander.
Yeah, there can only be one, apparently. Good shout out to the Highlander jokes out there. For my example on a commander for just utility was for Group Hug. I wanted to make a Group Hug. Honorable Sensei has a 5-color Group Hug deck that uses Prismatic Bridge, which incredible. And it doesn't fit the generic, this is a quote unquote Group Hug deck, right? And I wanted to build one, and I love the idea of not missing out on all of what Magic has to offer for Group Hug cards. So it definitely had to be 5-color. And in comes Kenrith, the Returned King.
Tell me what you do.
He's so good. So Kenrith is a 5-color, so he's meeting my requirements. And he says target player for a lot of his stuff. So 4 colorless and a white for a 5/5 human noble. He has red. All creatures gain trample and haste.
And then?
He's got a colorless and a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
And then?
2 colorless and a white. Put target player gains 5 life.
And then?
3 colorless and a blue. Target player draws a card.
And then?
4 colorless and a black. Put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under its owner's control. He's so good. We got the ultra instinct Kenrith.
He's just sitting there in his supreme.
He's got a supreme tee on.
Yeah.
With the black urban camo jacket.
With the Loki horns, because he used to be a deer.
Yep. He did used to be a deer. So shout out to Oko.
Shout out to Oko. That's the homie.
That's the homie right there. Kenrith weirdly enough, doesn't need to be played. You can just play all the group hug cards and you're still a group hug deck. And until you need a mana dump, you don't even have to play Kenrith.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're playing a group hug deck and you hit the mana side of the group hug and you don't have any card draw, and it's like, well, I guess I'll just play Kenrith, gain 5 life. You draw a card. And
you become really relevant. And, of course, you're rocking all the cards that reduce the casting cost and activated abilities, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I agree, though. Like, Kenrith ended up being a last-minute pick. The original choice was Child of Alara.
Group hug, by the way. I'm not one to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I have to live up to my name in a little bit here, but
What the dog doing?
what the Child of Alara doing?
Bye, have a great time.
Yeah, every time he dies, that's pretty much the. So here was the thought process, right? I group hug you, I let you guys have everything you want and more, and then if you get crazy,
Perfect.
death. Yeah, exactly. Please, please, Child of Alara. But Kenrith ended up it made more sense because it still offers more group hug, which is great. But I didn't look at him and instantly say like I wanted Kenny first. So no, I love it. And then we have our last one here, and then we'll go over just some good do's and don'ts. The Commander one trick. If you guys have not built this, I promise you it is the most fun but not fun thing you have ever played.
You just gotta go in and be like,
I don't give a fuck.
Guaranteed.
Ready to...
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Bro, you are that guy. You got that dog in you, all right?
Help me. Help me.
Oh no. This is the classic example of your commander dies once and then you scoop.
Can't play the game.
Can't play the game. Sorry. Too hard. Didn't play.
Well, you the king of this. I'll let you start.
Oh man. So here comes the brain dead champ himself, the unquestioned Mardu master, in my opinion. We got Zurgo, Helm Smasher. Got a 2 colorless Mardu for a 7/2 haste legendary orc warrior that says whenever he has to attack each combat, if able, and has indestructible as long as it's your turn. And then whenever he deals damage and dies, something that he hits dies, he gets bigger. This commander screams, enchant it, equip it, focus only Zurgo, and you just swing. You just never stop swinging. The fact that he's a 7/2 makes it to where he's already a 3-turn kill for 21 commander damage. And then if you get him to 11, we're now a 2-swing kill. And if you get him to 11 with double strike, wah. So simple. But here's the downside. He dies one time. He's now it's now 7 mana. He dies. Now he's 9 mana. And he dies one last time.
Nope.
Oh, he lived this time. Psych! He died one last time, and he's now 11 mana. This is a equipment Mardu deck with no green. We are not about to draw or ramp or be able to cast him. He's dead.
You need Dockside.
Yeah, you do need Dockside in that deck.
For me, I don't like these.
You don't build them.
I built one.
One, you did.
It's Joda.
I would consider Feather as well.
Feather existed for one play group.
It did.
Yeah, no. I had Joda for at least like 2 months.
You did. You had Joda for a while.
So Joda the Unifier. Wooberg 5/5 human wizard. Why is he a wizard? I didn't know he was a wizard. Legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you know it. Legendary Cascade.
Yep. Legendary. Legendary bonk.
It's a legendary Cascade. Your deck can work without Joda, but like as soon as you cast Joda and he doesn't die. Yeah, everybody's gonna die.
That's what I think of every time I hear Joda. It's just every time.
Like you untap Joda, cast 2 legendary creatures. You have 2 more legendary creatures. He's a casual 10/10.
Boom.
Oh, and it's commander, and then he's, of course, it's not like he's just a 10/10. He's a 10/10 with vigilance, first strike, trample, flying, haste. He gains like every effect because it's legendary typal at this point. It's all it is. You're cascading legendary.
And then I built my deck to where I only had 3 2-drops. The first one was she's green white and she allows humans to tap for mana.
Beautiful.
I had Goro, who can give things haste.
Yep.
And the last one was the fuckboy of the year every year. I don't even Kennen, Bonder Prodigy. So now all my humans tap for 2 mana. I guess what? I could just cast more legendary. And then I could give them haste by tapping
Goro. Yeah. Do you run Crashing Drawbridge in it, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say you didn't because
I had the deck was built to play a lot of 3-drop legendaries, so I can guarantee Cascade into the 2-drops that let me do the oh shit.
Yeah, the holy crap combos. Yeah, Joda is definitely like the holy grail of go wide legendary.
Yeah,
People
there wasn't a lot of games where I wasn't like the dominant force.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't dealt with, I'm killing everybody. It wasn't fun to play for me.
It was probably fun like the first time, right?
Yeah,
and then,
the first time's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The second time's even cooler.
The first taste's free, you know what I'm saying? And then you I gotta have it. Give me the Joda. I always call him Joji. It's Joji the racist.
Oh. My Joda wasn't racist. I had exactly 1 merfolk friend.
Oh my goodness. I'm not racist. I have 1 merfolk friend. Dirty fish.
Baba Bowie.
He a dirty fish boy. Dirty fish Baba. Baba fish.
The other one that this is a deck that I have is Obnixilis.
Ooh.
Which Ob? This is Captive Kingpin.
Shout outs to you, Jiggy.
Yeah, because this deck doesn't work if Ob's not out.
Nope, not at all.
He every time he plays his deck, he's like, I know you got some removal in your opening hand. Just let me live.
Yep. Oh, it's a kill on sight. It is. It's a kill on sight, Commander.
It's a kill because next thing you know, he's
all will be one.
19. He's got a single card combo.
Yep. Single card combos.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jig.
Yep.
Obnixilis is dying.
On sight. I love him. And like, I want you guys to look at these types, right? So it's like, agreed. Some commanders can fit into multiple of these. Like, Krinko was a card that I loved, but he's definitely a goblin commander, so he's a themed commander. We'll keep going through it. Korvald, I mean, yeah, he's a Jund boy, but he's also technically a one-trick because the goblin deck is so jank because it doesn't actually have a goblin commander. It needs card draw.
It's funny. I think you took it out of a all-in and made him more of like utility.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I definitely, now that you say that, he's definitely more of a utility commander.
Because goblins aren't really known for drawing a lot of cards.
Not at all. They do have some rummage. Isn't that what it's called? Rummage? Yeah. Where you have
But
to
that's
discard.
not drawing. You're not really drawing cards.
Shout out to the previous episodes if you were watching Red's breakdown.
Ooh, that not draw.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. Shout out to the greatest thumbnail ever. If you look at our red 5-color breakdown episode, episode 9. But like, if you take away Dockside Extortionist and Rituals, like, you have nothing.
Prepared to die.
Yeah, poor Red. Do it, please. That is Red in a nutshell. When you're like, I need mana or card draw.
I don't give a fuck.
Yep, that's Wizards. That's Wizards of the Coast. So it's like, yeah, I know Corval giving me that card draw, and also he gives me an out. Like, I can make him really big, and then before I know it, he is the win con. And it's almost like kind of like oh, cool, Corval's big. Like,
Yeah, I was playing my 5-color activated ability deck.
super cool. If you guys have not checked out that commander.
And just to spite him, because he's got a 5-color group hug deck, my 5-color activated ability deck very much can turn into group hug. So I just made him draw a whole bunch of cards, and you know what he tried to do? He tried to kill me.
I did. I was like, well, I have to do it. I gotta kill him before he gets out of control. For context, when he gets to the point where you can group hug, quote unquote, his activated ability deck pretty much is like, I'm gonna play a completely different game of Magic while you guys think you're playing Magic. He's doing everything on your turn, and that deck's hyper powerful. That's like a 10. It's one of your 10s.
It's only a 10 when you have like Seedborn Muse.
It's got pieces that it needs, but you can go get them.
Yeah, there's only 2 tutors in the entire deck.
It's still incredible. It's
like you've never seen it played to where like you don't hit the pieces and you're just sitting here, you're just like, oh, that costs 4. I actually have to pay 4 for that.
I always see you play it, and then out of nowhere, you're just looking at people like, I'm going to draw 10 cards, and my life total is now 80. And you know what? Now your turn ends. Now it's my turn. Like that phrase, I'm like...
Oh, yeah. The first time I ever got
Timekeeper Chronologist?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's their name.
It's the only time I've actually gotten him to fully leveled up.
Yeah.
That card is insane. You just get to take a turn. If it's not your turn, take an extra turn.
Yeah.
And you're untapping on their turn. So by the time it actually gets to your turn, you're having like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns.
Yeah, like that's wild. Like that's wildly powerful. So yes, guys, I tried to kill him after he group hugged me. You gave me 3 different combos, and he shut down all 3. It was really good. It was a really good game. It was. I love interactions, but I want you guys to give us some comments of. Here's my favorite category. I want to know your one tricks. I would love to hear about people's, I built this, it go burr. I would love to hear about them.
What I want to hear in the comments, what's your baby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who is babe?
Who your shawty?
Mm-hmm. We have so many good cards that you could go through or make. But I feel like I have learned this over time, just because this one card is the best commander for, I don't know, zombies. It's the best zombie commander. And now this is someone's opinion, right? Or there's the most decks built around them. Please don't feel like you have to build that if that's what you want to play for a zombie deck. Like, I don't like the idea of people losing their creativity to pretty much just play best in slot. Like,
if you want to cookie cut, you can cookie cut. But if you don't want to be like everyone else, I'm not like all the other girls.
No, don't do it.
Baba Booey.
That's some bullshit. You just like all the other girls. Don't play it.
you like all the other girls.
You just
No, don't do it.
If you guys like what you've heard, if you want more of this, Honorable, where can they go to check out some of these beautiful decks?
You can head to Moxfield. / I never know which one is LTL. You can look at all of the cards that we mentioned in all our episodes. If you are in YouTube, you can leave comments, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You better
hit that notification bell.
And then check out all our other content as well.
Yeah, we are trying to be a Magic channel for the people. We want our Larrys to tell us what they want to see, hear, talk about, discuss. I want that interaction. I crave it.
I need it so YouTube can pay us money. We doing this for free right now.
Y'all love it, but I really am in the background, like,
Help me.
please.
I'm dying.
Guys, I am the vicious scumbag.
And I am your honorable sensei.
And this has been the Longturnlarry podcast.
Bitches.